110 years ago. I mean, more or less, that is, but that's not actually the important part. Anyway, back then, I was the captain of Squad 5. My lieutenant was Sosuke Aizen. Kiryo Hikifune was promoted and left her seat as captain of Squad 12 vacant. The captain of Squad 2, Yoruichi, recommended Kisuke for the open position, Kisuke Urahara. When you're above others, you can sympathize with underlings, but you should never ingratiate yourself. That's what I told him, probably because he reminded me of myself. After a while, Kisuke founded the Department of Research and Development. Hiyori was his lieutenant, and she wasn't doing a bad job at all. Anyway, 101 years ago, accidents started taking place. People had started mysteriously disappearing from the Rukon district in the Soul Society. The only thing that was left behind were their clothes. Now, to be clear, they didn't die. Instead, they completely stopped existing as people. Kisuke sent Hiyori to look into it, fearing that it could be some new kind of disease or something. And then, that very night, the head captain called a meeting of all the captains to discuss the situation. The spiritual pressures of the captain and lieutenant of Squad 9 who were out investigating the accident had disappeared seemingly with no reason. The honor of our entire organization rested on solving this case. A special task force of captain-class units, aided by Hachi, the Kido expert, was created and sent to investigate. I was part of that task force. In the course of our duties, we found a masked Soul Reaper attacking Hiyori. The way that he growled and his spiritual pressure were exactly the same as a Hollow's. We saved Hiyori, and Hachi used his Bakudo to stop the Berserk Soul Reaper. But that was just the start. A mask appeared on Hiyori's face, and she attacked me out of nowhere. And at the same time, a traitor killed most of us. And then...
Please, I'm asking you, don't put the blame on him, Captain Hidako.
I got it, or so I thought. Now I get that I didn't get it, but I'd been gotten instead. I'd chosen him as my lieutenant in order to keep an eye on him, since he was such a dangerous and untrustworthy man.
You had no idea that for the last month, the person who was walking behind you wasn't actually me at all. I have the ability to create a wide range of illusions. That is the true ability of my Zanpakuto Kyoka Suigetsu. That power is called Kanzen Saimin, complete hypnosis.
My suspicions kept my eye keen, but he ended up using that to his advantage. You see, he actually managed to trick my very eyes.
In fact, I chose you, Captain Hidako. Transparent treachery is nothing to fear. What's truly frightening is treachery that can't be detected.
The next thing you know, he put a mask on my face, too. Aizen's goal was experimenting with the holification of Soul Reapers.
Captain Hidako, goodbye. You people made for truly magnificent pawns.
As it turns out, all of us had been cluelessly playing right into his plan all along. As for the rest, I only know about it from what Kisuke told me later on. Kisuke and Tessai Tsukabishi, the Kido commander, rushed in to put an end to the whole mess, but Aizen and his folks managed to escape. With the aid of time stop and space dislocation, to Forbidden Kido, Kisuke brought us back to Squad 12's barracks, still hollowified. Kisuke did his best to use the Hogyoku to heal us, but he wasn't able to. When the next morning rolled around, both him and Tessai ended up being arrested by the Central 46, and after all that, Kisuke was expelled from the Soul Society for life. After using us as proof of Kisuke's actually non-existent crimes, they decided that they wanted to execute us as Hollows. Everything that was happening was all part of the plan that Aizen had concocted. He's one thorough guy, you gotta give him that. This was, of course, the worst possible ending for us, and so we picked the least terrible strategy. We managed to escape the Soul Society, along with some help that was provided by Yoruichi Shihoen. To be honest, I was pretty mad about the whole thing. I mean, having to escape even though I hadn't done anything bad. Soon after, we reached the world of the living, where Kisuke gave us Gigai with a spiritual pressure masking function. That kept us hidden for more than a century. We waited patiently and prepared for the day that we knew was going to come, sooner or later. That's the way that all of us ended up in the world of the living, together as the group known as the Visored. Kisuke said there was no miscalculation, and that was the biggest miscalculation, as I suppose should have been expected. In the end, everything turned out for the worst. We truly do owe a great deal to Kisuke, as we do to Aizen as well.
Ichigo Kurosaki lost consciousness in the battle with the Quattro Espada, Ulquiorra Schiffer. Yet in response to Orihime's cries for help, he achieved complete holification. This power allowed him to defeat Ulquiorra as well as rescue Orihime Inoue. Even so, Sosuke Aizen's true objective was to divide the Soul Reaper's forces. Ichigo rushed into the world of living through the Garganta, opened by Mayuri Kurotsuchi. Aizen's forces and the 13 Court Guard squads' bitter battle finally began.
Their spiritual pressure is monstrous. So what's the best strategy? Should we hit their leader first?
No. Aizen's abilities are unique. We should take out the others first, then focus our attack on him.
The problem is, we don't really have any guarantees that Aizen won't attack, while we're busy fighting the Espadas.
Everyone stand back! All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jaka! Jokaku Enjo! I believe that it should take a decent amount of time for Aizen and all of his people to escape the fire. All right. Now, let's take our time crushing them to dust.
The head captain plays rough.
Yikes! Old man Yama's really in a terrible mood.
Aizen.
Well, well. Look what we have here. We've got tons of enemies. Take a look at what's happened to our boss.
Watch how you talk about Lord Aizen, Baragon.
Better watch your mouth. I don't like how you talk to me, Hollybell. With our boss indisposed like this, I'm the one who's gonna be in charge now. I hope no one has a problem with that. The enriched spirit zone beneath our feet. You said it was fake. That it was nothing but some kind of a replica created in the Soul Society. The enemy's plan, as I understand it, was to use the power contained in those 4 pillars to swap the real town out and replace it with the other, fake one. Therefore, what would happen if those pillars were to get destroyed?
Bunch of fools! Did you really think that I wouldn't post guards especially at such strategically important locations. The pillars are protected by some of our finest warriors.
Madarame! Ayasagawa! Kira! Hisagi! What in the world are you all doing here? Did you guys know about this?
Sure, of course.
Listen, don't look at me.
I'm sure that I told you. You were probably just busy eating rice crackers at the time. Because of that, you didn't hear me.
Ah!
Or did I forget to tell him?
Four Soul Reapers, huh? So what? Who cares? The pillars are defended by 4 little ants. 4 dragons will be able to crush them easily. Crush them.
Yes, sir. As you wish, Your Majesty.
Whoa, you're quite a tall one. I just pray that you're as strong as you look.
Pray? To what? You Soul Reapers have a god greater than yourselves?
What? Now that you mention it, I'm not really sure who I'd pray to. You know, forget it! It doesn't matter. Tell you what, I'll just pray to your god!
Oh, that's fine then, I suppose. The god that we have here is actually our king. He knows better than anybody that you don't stand a chance against me.
Abirama Redder, one of King Baragon's Fracciones. What's your name, Soul Reaper?
Izuru Kira, Lieutenant Squad 3.
Oh, Squad 3. Then you served under Gin Ichimaru. Oh, I see. He said that he left you back at the Soul Society. Now I see why. I'd try my hardest to rid myself of a fool like you, too, if I were.
This battle. Show yourself. Wabisuke. The power of my Zanpakuto. Did you know? Don't do that. Don't ever say that name to me, understand? If you're going to have to die, wouldn't you rather be buried in one piece?
There you go. I had faith in you. I knew that you could make that face.
Now stay put!
Incredible! I'll kill you. Those who are cut by it are forced to crawl, unable to bear their own weight. And then, they always bow their heads, as if asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabisuke.
We're so disgusted! That's what I'm talking about. There's the expression I wanted to see. That's it! Perfect! Now that's your battle face. Don't be misled. The wings of Aguila aren't normal wings. They crush anything they hit. They're wings that are made of heavy steel.
I truly held great admiration for him. I looked up to him, and I followed after him. And I also hurt people exactly as he ordered me to. Yeah, you're not wrong. I may well have been discarded. Yet those people who suffered far more and far worse than I ever did somehow still care for and encourage me. I can't thank them enough. I'm grateful to them. After all, I'm the one who made the decision to follow the Order. That's why I chose to continue bearing this sin. I will keep moving forward, shouldering the weight of your death as well. There's more!
Trying to run away! Here I go!
I say we played long enough. And then, they always bow their heads, as if asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabiske.
Boss! Oh no! Not good! My wings!
It doubles the weight of anything it cuts. If I cut twice, the weight doubles again. I cut it 3 times, it doubles again. That's the power of my Zanpakuto, Wabiske. Your wings have now become as heavy as lead, much too heavy to fly with.
You dirty little snake! How dare you? Is that the way that a true warrior fights?
The way a true warrior fights? What you're saying is completely incomprehensible to me. Squad 3's flower is the marigold. It symbolizes despair. It's also the emblem of our confidence and our pride. Fighting isn't supposed to be heroic. It's simply not intended to be exhilarating. Violence should only bring about despair. It's dark and terrifying. It must remain gruesome. Because otherwise people won't fear it, and if they don't, they won't try to avoid it. To my mind, Wabiske, out of all the Zanpakuto there are, best exemplifies the philosophy that Squad 3 operates under. It increases the weight of whatever it cuts. Those who are cut by it are forced to crawl, unable to bear their own weight. And they always bow their heads, as if they were asking for forgiveness. Hence the name Wabiske, the penitent one.
Just hold on!
A warrior should never beg for his life. Goodbye, warrior of the sky. Promise me that you'll never forgive me.
I have to thank you for surrounding us with thorns, hiding us from prying eyes. If you hadn't done so, then someone might have seen.
Man, what a letdown. To think you really believed you could defeat a lieutenant.
The pillar! It collapsed! One of us lost. Who was it?
Ikkaku!
No!
Way.
Ikkaku!
So, it appears the town is coming back now. You know, I thought that Baldy here was holding something back. I guess that I'll never know for sure now that he's dead.
What's that? Who do you think is dead? Listen, don't get ahead of yourself.
All right. Fine, then die.
Captain Komamura!
Oh, he's bigger than Captain Komamura. Breathe, Calderon. Never run away. Now come, Iba. Stand here behind me. Yes, sir! Bankai! Kukujo Tenken Miaho!
What is it? What's happening?
What are you? That's right. I haven't introduced myself. I am Sajin Komamura, captain of Squad 7. And of course, as you say, I'm just a bug of a man. I shall end this. It doesn't matter where you are.
Amazing.
Of course. It's nothing like your Bankai. Hey, Kaku?
Iba.
Don't you think I know, you fool? Relax. I'm not gonna tell the captain. Eh? Unfortunately, my hearing's not that good today. Now then, looks like the curtain has finally been raised. Attack! Defend this ground with every last ounce of your might. Even if your flesh is torn from your bones, the enemy must not enter. Stop them, no matter what. They must not be allowed to set one foot on Soul Society soil.
Omaida! You're too stiff. You're scared. You haven't been in combat for a long time. You're so pathetic I can barely look at you. This is a great opportunity. Know what? You should get yourself killed as soon as possible.
What? Haha! What are you talking about? I'm not stiff, and I'm not scared, and nobody's gonna kill me!
Is that so? Then don't get killed.
Oh boy. It makes me so tense being around Old Man Yama when he's like this. It's uncomfortable.
I know. When this is over, I think that we should rub his shoulders like we used to.
No. My shoulders are the ones that need rubbing.
What are you talking about? I've never known you to work enough to get tense shoulders.
It's starting, Rangiku. Is there any doubt in your heart?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. Let's go. Stay sharp, Rangiku.
Yes, sir. Captain, I'll take care of these three. You handle the espada in the back.
Can you handle this?
Yes.
All right. I'm counting on you.
That pig drew his sword on Master Hollybell! Wait, Apache. Are you insane, Mila Rose?
Give it a second. You can do it afterward. Once we take care of this witch right here.
Listen to her, Apache. Can't you even get yourself to focus on the enemy when they're right in front of you?
What did you just say, son?
Sorry. This'll be over quickly. Growl! Heineko!
Go!
You think that's enough to last?
So... I'll show you! You're no match for me!
Why are you here, Momo? You're all better?
Yes. Don't be worried, Rangiku. It's okay. I may be Squad 5's lieutenant, and I may be wearing the lieutenant badge. But even so, I'm here in order to act in the role of a Soul Reaper. I'm not here as Captain Aizen's subordinate. After all, he's now the enemy of the Soul Society.
That's right. As long as you remember that. Momo, I'm not even sure if you noticed. But just now you said, Captain Aizen. Damn it! That's it! Now I'm mad!
It'll be a pain if this drags on. Let's finish them in one fell swoop.
All right, then.
Thrust! Sierva!
Eat your fill. Leona!
Strangle to death, Anaconda. What? They're completely unscathed.
Chimera Parka! What is that? Chimera Parka. This is the creation of our 3 freed left arms. Meet our pet. Its name is Ion. What is this? I feel cold. What is this chill? It's as if I'm staring into a bottomless pit. Heineko! Oh, I forgot to tell you. Ion is extremely powerful, so you better watch out.
Rangiku! Hold on, Rangiku. I'll heal you right now. She can't breathe. I have to do something. Rangiku! And me too. With one blow. This is insane. There's no way. We can't beat this thing.
Momo! You did well. Take a break, Momo. Izuru, I'll handle this guy. Take care of Momo and Rangiku. Rangiku is in really bad shape, so you need to hurry. You're a former member of Squad 4. I'm counting on you. That was a long time ago.
Huh? Hey, who's that?
Must be their friends. I saw them coming from the pillar.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't you stop them?
Take this! Take this! I understand. Come on! You can't run. Here I come.
Your brain!
Strike! There! So slow! It's not personal. There!
So brave!
It's obviously made to reap souls. Wrong way. This is the end. Did it hurt him?
Ion! Don't give them time to do anything! Get rid of them! Ion! So you're ignoring me, huh?
Stop it, you fool. Ion isn't even listening. It can't hear us.
I wouldn't know. I've never known it to respond to anything that we've said before.
I guess we shouldn't have brought it out. It gives me the creeps.
Try to keep up. So slow! I won't let you. This is done. It's not personal.
It's not personal. I won't let you. Strike. Still want more? There. So brave. Tongues made to keep souls. Wrong way. This is the end. You could have snapped that at any time? He's coming. Blast, I'm almost done. I just need a little more time.
I see. Forcing the head captain out onto the battlefield. You men should all be ashamed.
Head Captain Yamamoto! Head Captain Yamamoto!
Poor thing. A creature who is consumed only with thoughts of killing. How very sad. All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Chatka! Oh dear me. Please just stop. I do not feel any sense of enjoyment in having to slush away at poor stupid beasts. For goodness sake, do you really not know what stop means, child? Of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Chatka! So crazy! Izuru, not yet. Put up a strong force field.
Kill him!
I admire your spirit. In deference to it, I am only going to singe you a little bit.
Damn it!
Apache, Sun, Mila Rose. You fought well.
Even with your strength, you're only the third.
With my strength? I don't remember doing that. I don't recall showing you my full strength.
You know, I don't recall showing you mine either.
Bankai! Dai Guren Hyorin Maru!
Strike back!
I won't get serious for you. Is this the strength of a captain? I can't believe that you people beat Apache and the others. Very well. With this power, I'll end it here. Hunt. Tiburon. No mercy.
It's a trick.
Is this all you can do? Too easy. I'll grind you up.
Let's keep this going.
Incredible!
I can't lose here.
Incredible!
Eat this! Cross-shaped flowers, Yorimaru's launch.
This keeps up.
Let's go.
Let the waves consume you. Oh, I haven't shown you my real power. Let the waves consume you. Is this all you can do? I'll grind you up. As you can. I'll wrap this up. No world exists without sacrifice.
Over here. I'm here to find them. No point in both of us waiting. I've never tried this in the Bankai state, but I'll try.
What are you talking about? I can't lose here.
Strike back!
I let my guard down. Go
Okay.
I will destroy you. I haven't shown you my real power. What is this? I can't lose here. Let the waves consume you.
Is that it?
Surpass what you can.
Is that it?
Incredible!
Hyoten Hyokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. Let's go. Bankai! Dai Guren Hyorin Maru!
You fought well. You're strong. Not yet. Ready to shreds.
Let's keep this going.
Ready to shreds. Oh. Too easy.
Is that it?
Is this the strength of a captain? I can't believe that you people beat Apache and the others. Very well. With this power, I'll end it here. Hunt. Tiburon. No mercy. I can't lose here.
There's more. Come on.
Show some respect.
Incredible!
Eat this. Cross-shaped flowers, Yorimaru's launch.
This keeps up. Go. Not yet. I haven't shown you my real power. I know.
Okay.
Surpass what you can.
star-shaped flowers Hiyorimaru's launch.
You are going to sink beneath the depths of my full power. Let the waves consume you. I let my guard down.
There's more.
Not yet. I haven't shown you my real power. I let my guard down.
Hiyorimaru!
Surpass as I can't. No need to rush your untimely demise.
Let's keep this going.
Slash. Let the winds consume you. I feel like go time. Too easy. Is this sink to the depths by a single shark strike. May the rapids consume you. Cascada.
Fine then. No point in both of us waiting. I've never tried this in a Bankai state, but I'll try.
What are you talking about? Sink to the depths by a single shark strike.
Okay. Remain ready, mind
Swallow whole. Sink to the depths.
You're too soft.
I haven't shown you my real power. Surpass as you can. Too
I'm not
easy.
done!
Is this all you can do? What is this?
Hyoten Yokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended.
My apologies.
Now, I will ask your name, Espada.
Trace Espada. Tear Hollybell.
I'm Toshiro Hitsugaya, captain of Squad 10. Ready?
I let my guard down. You're strong. Not yet.
Take your life.
I haven't shown you my real power. You're strong.
Hyoten Yokaso! Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended.
If this keeps up... What is this?
Anything that snow happens to touch instantly freezes into the shape of a flower. By the time 100 flowers have blossomed, your life will have ended. Sorry, I couldn't let you avenge your subordinates' deaths.
What a joke. You've got to be kidding me. Seriously now? You can't even make me take one step back?
It happened again. Just as I'm about to make contact, my kick suddenly loses its speed.
Captain!
Oh, shut up. I'm fine. It's not what I thought. The weight of his spiritual pressure isn't what's hindering my movements. I'm actually slowing down.
You can't figure it out? You must be confused about the situation. I assume that you find my power to be perplexing. As Espada, each of us governs one of the different forms of death. Though they vary in specifics, there are 10 root causes of death. Those 10 categories are also the basis for our abilities and our thoughts and give us the reason for our existence. Solitude, sacrifice, nothingness, despair, destruction, ecstasy, madness, greed, rage. And the final one is the form of death that I govern. It's called senescence. Senescence, aging, is a product of time. It is the mightiest and most absolute power of death. Everything in existence must face it eventually. I know you can't understand it. That's simply the way death is, after all. And now, until this battle ends, it will be more of the same confusion and befuddlement for you. You most likely won't understand anything that happens. Decay. Arrogante!
What? What is that?
Everything around me ages as I see fit, and dies that way.
What's this? What's he doing?
Run, Omaida! You're no match for him!
Huh?
Neither are you, Captain. Respira!
No! Omaida! Omaida! Cut off my arm! Do it!
Captain!
Hurry, come on! Do you want me to die?
Rats!
How amusing. It appears that even Soul Reapers have a robust fear of death.
Omaida, just protect your right arm, because you're gonna need it to cut off the part that turns to bone.
Captain!
It's time to end this now. Gran Caida. This is a guillotine that's far too good for you. Now, decay and die. You are unworthy. Is this a game to you? Wait now! Respect me! This should be fun. Incredible!
Now do you see? Face it, I'm simply far better than you. The end. Off with you!
Like you. You dare face a god?
Weak! Need to dodge. Whoa!
You are unworthy! Is this a game to you? How unremarkable! You puny being! Is this a game to you? You had respect me! I see so brave! Incredible!
Now do you see? Face it, I'm simply far better than you. The end. Be gone! Kai! Yakurat Koben! Truth is, I hope to end this without using this Bankai.
What?
This Bankai actually violates the standards I hold as a Stealth Force member. It's because its attack is too flashy for an assassin.
You did it!
Take your hands off me. Disgusting.
The child. Would you mind sending her away from here?
Why?
I can't fight my best with her around. Isn't it the same for you?
What?
Be still, Lillinette. That's fine. There's really no need to fight your best. We can just play around a little bit.
What do you mean?
This goes against the core elements of my nature. To be honest, if I had my way, we'd just pretend to fight and let the others do all the real fighting.
What are you?
Hey, I like it. No, really. I'd much rather do that too. I don't care much for pain. But even so, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to say, not this time. I can't.
I see. Man, how regrettable.
So, you're really not gonna help him?
Of course not. 2 against 1 is bad form.
You completely sure about that? Stark's pretty strong. I mean, that guy's dead.
Thank you. You're very considerate. I pray it won't end like that.
Yeah, fine. So, you want to fight me then?
Absolutely not. You're only a child.
Huh? A child? Me? Listen, with an Arrancar, age isn't...
I know, but I just can't do it. You ought to be home right now playing with your dolls.
Ha ha! If you're gonna belittle me like that, I'll just have to make you fight me!
Oh boy.
From all that I've been able to see of the 3 of you so far, that girl is the 3rd strongest. Maybe. I'd say that old man over there is number 1, and you're number 2. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway.
I see. Sorry. I'm the Primera Espada.
I knew it. That's really too bad. When number 1 is somebody like you, that makes it rather difficult, you know?
Hey, tell me something, would you? Are all your Bankais that powerful?
I think so. Bankai is our ace in the hole, which means that they gotta be pretty impressive.
How about this? Between the Bankai of that ice guy over there and yours, which is stronger?
Hard to say. Captain Hitsugaya is very gifted. In another 100 years, I think he'll surpass me.
I see. So then, that means as of right now, you're still stronger than him.
Jushiro!
Kyoraku.
Just hold on to that. This guy is finally ready to go at it.
Yeah, if I could see what your Bankai is like, I'd like that. Lillinette! Come here.
Hey, don't shout like that! You really scared me.
Why do you need her?
The 2 of us make 1. We do things a little differently. The hollow powers that other Arrancars divide between their bodies and swords, we instead split between 2 bodies.
When we two become one, then the true power at our disposal is released. Give chase, Los Lobos.
Captain Gyokotsu!
All right. Well then. Okay. Shall we get going, Lilynette? Don't ignore me!
Ow! That hurt! You could have cracked my head open! Starchy fool!
Shut up! Just how exactly am I supposed to know where your head is anyway?
At any rate, that gun in your hand can fire Cero blasts.
That's right.
Is it possible that it could maybe fire something else too?
It can't.
You're a pretty bad liar. Why not just be honest? What's the point of hiding it?
That would be my question. I went to the trouble of releasing. You're going to show me your Bankai, even if I have to make you.
No. You may have gotten stronger by releasing, but still, ordinary Cero won't...
Cero. Metralleta. It's useless to run away.
What? Wait a second! Doesn't this seem a little unfair?
Sogyo no Kotowari!
Wait, was that a Cero?
Sogyo no Kotowari!
Jushiro!
I don't want to hear it. We're basically up against the two of them. It's not cowardly for me to assist you. Besides, it doesn't seem like you're willing to use your Bankai.
No, come on. I was going to...
No, don't. Your Bankai shouldn't be used where everybody can see it. Besides, against this enemy, my ability will be more effective.
I see. You can absorb an enemy's attack, and then turn around and fire it right back at him. And it seems that's not all there is to it. You can adjust the velocity and pressure of the redirected attack, throwing off the enemy's ability to evade it. Contrary to your appearance, you have a pretty nasty ability there, Mr. Captain.
Garganta? A new enemy?
I hate to think there are others here to help these three Espada leaders. It's very troubling.
Who is that?
It seems that something rather strange has just showed up.
Wonderweiss.
What?
Jushiro!
Jushiro!
can't be.
Omura, you've done more than enough here. Please go.
Isuru.
I'm sure that you could keep protecting us here. But if everyone else gets killed, then our survival means nothing at all. Please go, Captain Komamura.
What a stench, as usual.
I agree.
This is what they mean when they talk about the smell of death.
It's completely fine. After all, the smell of death is perfectly appropriate here.
This is really the end.
Not so fast. It's been quite a while, Aizen.
Well, would you look at that? The old gang's all here.
It's been a while, Aizen.
That's...
Shinji Hirako. So that's what was going on. You were hiding in the world of the living.
It's been a long time. Is there anybody in particular that you want to say hi to in the 13 Court Guard squads?
Not me.
Nobody in the 13 Court Guard squads.
All right, well, I think that I should go and say hello to the head captain.
Hey! Hold up, Shinji!
Tell me, have you come here to seek revenge?
Yeah, against Aizen. I don't really care about you. If I hate you for anything, it's for deciding to fight inside of a super strong force field. If we didn't find Lieutenant Sasakibe patrolling outside, then we probably would have been going around in circles forever.
Shinji Hirako, let me ask you this. Can we consider you our allies for now?
All right, so, what do you think? Of course not. We're not actually your allies. But to that, I'll add this. We're Aizen's enemies. And Ichigo's ally.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Are you just about done talking to him?
No, but I think we're just about out of time. It seems to me that the enemy's going to run out of patience very soon.
Man, that boy is way too noisy. Now the mood is ruined. I really don't like that about him, not one bit.
The words "Wonder Why Speaks" have meaning. Shut up and watch.
No!
Are those all Gillians?
Get ready.
I'm right here.
You're so gross. This is gonna hurt.
Now keep on coming back.
Like this? Don't push yourself.
Wait!
This is a threat. I'm gonna get you. You had this coming. Let's go. I'm gonna get you. You had this coming. Here you go. Apologies. I won't hold back, so...
Unbelievable! Those guys are crazy strong!
What are these guys?
Like this? I said enough. Go like this. Don't push yourself. I'm gonna get you. Here you go. Apologies. I won't hold back, so... Come on, let's end this.
Sajin. Let me help you, masked visitor.
You sure? Do you want to help a bunch of oddballs like us? Although, from the look of things, you seem to be pretty odd yourself.
You people didn't hesitate when it came time to confront the Manos Grande. That maneuver is reason enough for me to help you. I've decided that I'm going to fight at your side. I won't hear any objections, masked visitor.
What's up with this guy anyway? I don't deal with uptight people well.
He sure made his intentions known. But we definitely don't have time to sit around wondering about whether you're friends or your enemies.
That's exactly right. It really doesn't take all that much to turn strangers into comrades when troubling circumstances require it.
The enemy of an enemy can be a good ally. End of story. Isn't that reason enough?
I can't argue with that.
It's the opposite of the time before.
I knew this would happen. I knew that one day we would eventually cross swords. And I was certain that when we did, it would be a fight to the death. Ready?
I'm sorry, Captain Komamura. Please, I beg you, let me join in on this fight.
Shuhei!
It's been a while, Captain Tosin. I've come here to thank you.
You've grown wise. Or are you being sarcastic?
Are your wounds healed? Why bother asking? It's obvious. He's still struggling with injuries.
What?
Fear.
It's not personal fear. Let's go. Come on!
I'm not done yet.
Auto number 31.
I'm still too soft. Is that so?
Damn it! I'm grateful. Thank you for all your teachings. With everything I've been fortunate enough to learn from you, I will open your eyes and pull you back to the Soul Society.
Open my eyes. You open my eyes. You haven't changed. Shuhei, I thought I told you that those who don't know fear have no right whatsoever to fight. You haven't changed at all, not a bit. Even in those words of yours, there wasn't a hint of fear lurking in them. For justice. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me. These pointless battles are at an end.
That's more like it.
Is that so?
Then, strike back!
Try to keep up.
Strike back!
I know. That's it. Take this. Don't get spotted. Number 33. Still too soft. Is that so? Over here.
Strike back!
There's more. I'm not done yet. Number 33.
Strike back!
Darkness made to reap souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. Was it supposed to be like this?
Surprised Lord Aizen is on the front line himself. If Lord Aizen is standing up, then we must face off against each other with our true powers.
You mean Bankai? There's nothing I'd like more. I too am...
Bankai? Don't make me laugh. Lord Aizen has blessed me. He's given me a power that's far greater than any mere Bankai could hope to be.
Kaname, don't tell me you'd... Kaname... Don't tell me you'd...
Captain. Is that holification? Captain Tosin?
It is.
You've fallen so far, Kaname. What is this power?
It's such a funny thing. That half-Soul Reaper boy you people consider to be your friend. He possesses the ability to holify too. So why is it that you despise me, when all that I've done is acquire the same power?
Because Ichigo Kurosaki had no choice in the matter at all. But you did. You chose of your own free will to stray from the path you'd been on, despite having remarkable skills as a Soul Reaper. What you did was depraved, Tosin.
Depraved? In what way is a Soul Reaper becoming more like a Hollow depraved? That's a simplistic judgment from one who sees all Hollows as bad and all Soul Reapers as good.
No! What I mean when I say depraved is your betrayal of your comrades and friends. All just in order to gain excessive power. That's what's depraved!
Sajin.
Captain Tosin. But why? Open your eyes, Captain Tosin! You are...
Shuhei, you understand nothing at all. My eyes are open. They're open to the path of justice. I told you, the path that I walk down is justice. If you would hinder that path, I will consider you an evil that must be removed.
You're not really him. You aren't Captain Tosin. Not anymore. Don't get started. Number 31. Shaka home. You can't run.
Darkness made to reap souls.
Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
Lucy didn't attack with enough force. Seems I'm still too soft.
No. I managed to dodge it by half a step. Once you've drawn your sword, always position yourself to be able to sidestep any attack. Captain Tosin, you taught me that yourself.
I'm still too soft. You're not worthy of holding a sword. No.
Wrong way. This is the end.
This ends you not no fear.
It's not
I'm not finished yet. Is that so? So slow! Strike back! Don't get smug. I won't let you. I'm still too soft. It's not justice. Strike back! There will be no trace.
I understand. Don't miss it.
Strike back!
Incredible!
Don't get smug. You're young. Strike back! I'm still too soft.
I confess that I'm still afraid to fight. And I'm afraid to stand before you. Blade drawn. So scared I can't stand it. However, I know that embracing that fear, to push myself forward, is my strength. I know, because you taught me that. So that's why. That's why I need to face you. To kill you!
Shuhei, you simply cannot defeat me. What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you called me out here? Just what do you want to talk to me about?
Captain Tosin. Please dismiss me as a seat officer!
That's what you wanted to ask me? If this is about your mistake in yesterday's drill, don't worry. It happens to everyone in the beginning.
No! Not a mistake! Nor was it carelessness that made me hesitate. I was scared. You see, my right eye was wounded when I went to the world of the living for a drill. And now, ever since then, whenever I draw my sword or face an enemy, I always take a half step back emotionally. Captain Tosin, I confess that I'm afraid to fight. Back then, on that day, you told me that was why I should remain a seat officer. You told me that power is not the most important thing for a warrior. It's the fear of battle. It's because we know the fear of battle that we are able to grasp our swords and fight for those who also fear battle. Those who don't fear the very sword they hold are not worthy of holding one. If you're really afraid of fighting, if the thought of battle fills you with dread, you've already acquired something that's positively invaluable to a warrior. But now, I don't understand, Captain Tosin. Those were your words. Why did you throw everything away for the sake of power? What is it? Tell me. What is it that you fear now? Captain Tosin!
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years. The fear of assimilating and dying as a Soul Reaper.
Shuhei! Kanmei, tell me this. Why did you become a Soul Reaper?
Revenge! Didn't you ever wonder about the reasons behind it? Did you never ask why someone would join such an organization? One that had murdered his dearest friend?
For so long, I thought it was about justice. All this time, I always labored under the impression that what you wanted most was to honor your friend's passion for justice.
That's exactly right. It was about justice.
So why?
Then tell me what justice is! To forgive the one who murdered a beloved friend? That would certainly be virtuous. But are they the same? Is virtue justice? No! To continue living in peace without seeking to avenge the dead is vice! Justice. Don't get smart. Cry, Suzumushi. Forgive me. These pointless battles are at an end.
I am not done yet. This is not over. I shall cut you down. Incredible! You will be slain.
No, I won't lose here.
Right. Well, it appears that I have drastically misunderstood your motives. If that's the way you really feel, I suppose that you and I were destined to collide.
So you'd kill me because we don't see eye to eye? Is that justice too, then? Don't make me laugh.
That's completely right. It is justice that we're talking about. If our convictions are irreconcilable, trying to persuade you is pointless. I have to slay you for the Soul Society. It will bring me no joy, but still, I'm glad I learned your true feelings first. Despite all of this, my heart has already forgiven you.
Already forgiven me? Is that what you said? Oh, please. Don't talk as if you're some kind of a god, Sajin. Tell me, when did I ever ask to be forgiven? If you want to kill me, then kill me if you can! See if you can still say that after you've seen my resurrection! Suzumushi Yakushiki! Kiarogio! I can see, Sajin! I can see! That's the sky, that's blood, and that's the world! And there, that's you, Sajin. It's worse than I thought. You're uglier than I imagined.
Kaname, you... Alkai! Kokuju Tingen Meoho!
Los 9 aspectos. If I'm able to wound that giant, then you'll end up being wounded as well. It's a rather inconvenient Bankai, eh, Sajin? Because of its tremendous destructive force, it probably never even entered your imagination that an enemy might survive your attack, or even strike back at you.
Kaname, at that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world that she loved. But I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No, actually it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who'd lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way. You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint, that you weren't someone who claimed to love the world, even after what you'd lost. And that's why. That's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you. If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again.
Your resistance is unsightly.
I have no reason to give up. Kaname!
Let's put an end to this, Sajin.
Hang on just a moment longer.
Justice isn't something that can be expressed with words.
Forgive me, Iba. Forgive me, Shuhei. Forgive me, Kaname. But I can't do it. I can't cut him. What?
You're not him. You're not Captain Tosin. Not anymore. The Tosin who was blind. He would have dodged an attack like this one. Reap. Kateshini.
Something's not right. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I can't see. I can't see anything. Anything. Why? 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 Sajin. Shuhei.
Don't talk. Your hollow powers are enabling you to continue to breathe, but your throat has been torn. You don't need to talk right now. Kaname, earlier, before the battle began, you said that you knew all along that we'd eventually have to cross swords. To tell you the truth, I was thinking the same thing as we fought. I suppose Shuhei was as well. Our relationship has been superficial until now. So I suppose that we were destined. One day, to cross swords and to truly get to know each other. I'm not saying not to hate me or put aside your grudge. Just don't let your hunger for revenge change who you are. Just as it was with the loss of your friend for you, to lose you now would leave me with an immense hole in my heart.
Thank you, Sajin. Shuhei, let me take a good look at your face. I can still see now, thanks to the effects of hollowification. I want to see it. I want to look at your face while I still can.
Captain! Captain!
Aizen!
It's very nice to see you again, Soifone.
Wait! You two know each other? If that's the case,
Why didn't you tell me?
No clue. I've never seen him before.
I had a sneaking suspicion that you might say that. You know, your opinion about us is quite clear. We know you don't think very highly of us. I was observing your earlier battle. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I came here. He released his aging energy against your Bankai. The effect that it had was to project it far in front of him, and it also directed its blast away from him. I will make sure that I seal him in. In that instant, fire off your Bankai at a close enough distance that his power won't be able to protect him from it.
So you too, huh? All you people know about my Bankai? Why, that little pig.
I realize that you don't really want to aid anyone who's associated with Mr. Urahara. Very well. I'm listening. So go ahead and give me your terms.
I don't care one whit who you might be, or what exactly you're able to do. When it comes to my power, you're all equally helpless to stand against it. Well, you too can perish and become a skeleton.
Dragon Tail Castle Gate, Tiger Bite Castle Gate, Turtle Armor Castle Gate, Phoenix Wings Castle Gate. Shiju Simon!
Comical! Comical! I rule over aging. Buying time against me is an action equivalent to spitting on a god.
That force field isn't actually intended to contain you.
You worms!
Swear again that you'll seal Kisuke Urahara in your force field for a month starting tomorrow. Yakurai Koben! Do it!
Captain!
Usually, my limit for Jakuhurai Koben is only once every 3 days. I've had to fire it twice. Twice in just 1 day. You'll pay for that.
Yes, of course.
Unforgivable. Utterly unforgivable. I'm badly injured. I've been gravely mistreated. You ants aren't going to get away with this. Repent for the insolence that you've shown by disobeying the Great One, and turn to dust!
This can't be. Is he immortal?
It's futile! You must know your place! Respect me. I am the great Emperor Baragan Ruizenban! I am the god of Hueco Mundo!
Hachigiru Shoda!
Soul Reapers, and humans, and hollows, and Arankars, their differences and quarrels, will and freedom, birds and beasts, plants, the moon and stars and the sun, all of them are insignificantly small. The power I wield is the one absolute in this world. Everything else is meaningless. The rest of existence shrinks to complete insignificance in the face of it. To be subordinate to my supreme power is simply how the world is supposed to be arranged. It's the only proper and legitimate order of all existence. There can be no equality, not when it's between opposing powers. Look, gaze into these eyes of mine, and see the truth. To me, your lives are insignificant. They are exactly the same as those of ants. What's this? What's happened to your arm? What are you trying to do?
I bestowed it upon you.
What is this?
Earlier, what you told us. I mean, the part about wielding absolute power in this world.
You went so far as to sever your own arm? You used your force field to cut it off and then sent it inside me?
If it's true, if yours is the one absolute power, then that means not even you would be able to withstand it.
You ant! You will pay! You will pay! You ants! All of you ants will pay!
In the Soul Society, there are no gods. That is, except for the Soul Reapers. You see, that's the reason why we aren't really able to fathom the meaning of your words. Please forgive our impiety, God of Hueco Mundo. I thought that it was all rather strange. Anyone that his power touched began to age, decayed, and turn to dust. So, in light of that, just how did he, a skeleton, avoid turning into dust himself? In short, I developed a hypothesis. I came up with the theory that he must have a different power, covering the surface of his body, that repelled his own power and prevented it from acting upon himself. And then I thought, if that was the case, what would happen if I were to somehow insert something that contained his own power inside his body? It seems, in the end, my hunch was correct. He too was just another one of the universe's many small creatures, fearing death and striving to stave off old age to prevent its arrival.
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing. But getting revenge isn't really my style.
You're leaving yourself open to attacks. Does a guy like you get rattled after losing allies?
Stark! Hey, Stark! What do you think you're doing? Aren't you gonna get revenge? Just look at you!
Didn't I say it wasn't my style? Forget it. Lord Eisen has no intention of helping us out. These guys are tough. I don't care anymore. Somebody's gonna die if we keep fighting like this. So let's just go home and take a nap.
Come on, Stark! Are you totally crazy? You're the Primera! Start acting like it! Stop trying to look all cool and go do something already! Why do you think Lord Eisen did it, huh? Why do you suppose he gave you that number? He believes in you! Why else would he do it? If you don't want to see any more of us die, then you gotta get out there and fight!
I guess you're right. Let's go, Stark.
I'll let loose. Play some kids' games with me. Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish that way. So, let's play to the death, shall we? Not a fan of schoolyard games? Miss! I remember now.
What the? You...
I wasn't hiding anything at all. My Katen Kyokotsu just wasn't up to it earlier. That's why I get tired of playing with this child. My Katen Kyokotsu can take a child's game and actually turn it into reality. It makes all the rules. Anyone who steps inside Katen Kyokotsu's realm of spiritual pressure is forced to obey what already has been established in it, including me. Schoolyard games? Miss. You care to try me? Take this. Missed me again. Time for King of the Hill. Here I come. There's no going back now. Miss. Out of the way.
I almost couldn't tell.
It's my turn. Behind you. Well then, I guess we better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you're both...
Sorry. It seems I won't be able to repay you.
Appreciate the life you live.
You can't run.
I'm beat. Miss! There. I'm not a fool.
Dividing one's own soul. Tearing it apart.
King of the Hill, huh? I'm pretty good at this one. Sorry. There's no going back now.
You have a pretty nasty power there.
You might make it.
You can't run.
Missed me again. Humans and Soul Reapers and even Arankars think of their friends in the same way. We all think and worry about the same things. I get it. I do. There's always a hill to die on. I'm sure you've got one too. Thing is, yours and mine are in conflict. The reason that I'm fighting is so that I can protect something. That's why I have no choice. I'll have to take your life. Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish like that. My sword is dear to me, but I admit it's hard to be at its beck and call. Miss! No hard feelings. Whoever wins. Keep this up forever.
I almost couldn't tell.
Strike back. Miss me again. I'm not out of the way.
Oh, I see.
Over here.
Let me borrow this. I can't deal with this.
I'm beat. So, what should we play today? Miss! All right then. Let's test your speed. I told you the rules. Motto number 78. Zangerin!
So, you have another trick up your sleeve.
There's no going back now.
Sorry, Lord Eisen. It seems I won't be able to repay you.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Eisen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
Lord Eisen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars. Let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Eisen?
Be careful when you approach him. Given Eisen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hidako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hidako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hidako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now.
I said not futile. This is futile.
It's a trick.
So keep on coming back.
Don't push yourself. I'll just catch you. Here we go. It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right. You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust. But I'm not like you. I don't fight alone. I'll show you that. Here you go. Apologies. I won't hold back, sir.
This is trivial with strength such as mine.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hidako.
Don't look at his Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike! He blocked it!
But your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it. I can't believe I did that. I was so focused on not messing up my holification that I missed my opportunity. I should have just struck him while I was still holified.
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were hollowified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. You'll only get one chance to attack him. You'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right.
What am I so afraid of? It's the Visored and the Captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Eisen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Eisen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bunkai. Dai Gurren Hyoin Maru! It's just like you said before, Eisen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand!
Kyoraku, you...
It's over, Eisen.
So naive to rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya. Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him.
They did it. They really did it. The captains pulled it off. Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gin?
What? What the hell are you guys doing?
Momo?
Fiend!
Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Then let me ask you this. For how long now have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?